Okay, hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the podcast show with your boy Sarge, man. It's Monday. Monday fun day, man. Hopefully you guys had a great day at work, man, starting off the work week. Because we have to get up and we have to get after it because we know those motorcycle parts ain't cheap. But let everybody know we on. Share it with a friend. It's the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. Kane 4L. Lego.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly, 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We Iron Elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Water up, y'all the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it, I scrape the town burning loud. When the smoke clear up, you know a Harley did it. I'm real gnarly with it, my ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it, get it, I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down and split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll the world down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, look here, man. If you gonna do all that crime, what the baby gonna do, man? Hey, again, welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. I got a great show for us this evening, man. It's the females edition, man. It's the West Coast edition, man. This ride was so much fun, man. Our next guest, she's engaging, man. She's charismatic. She's fun. She's infectious, man. And she's about as tall as she just a ball of energy, man. She ain't that tall, she ain't that big, but she's got a huge personality, man. And we're gonna introduce her today, and we're gonna talk about her epic ride, man. She's Queen Nunu, man, out of Phoenix, Arizona. Had the nerve to ride her motorcycle over 5,000 miles. Solo dolo, man. So let everybody know we're on. Share it with a friend, man. We're live, hot and heavy. We're not going to stay on Facebook too long. So don't get too comfortable on Facebook. So if you guys would be so kind, open up a second tab over to YouTube, Sarge Life and Motorcycling, man, so we can bring everybody over there for quality content to talk about this epic ride. So without further ado, man, let me see if I can wake her. Let me see, because she on the left coast. Let me see if I can get her in. Fam, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. Y'all see that smile? Y'all see that smile? Hey, first and foremost, man, I want to apologize to everybody. We couldn't get on yesterday. We had some technical difficulties, but we got everything worked out. But sometimes God has a plan. Sometimes it's not when you want it to happen. It ain't always when you call, but it's always on time. What you think about that, Nuno? Is that fair?
That's right. That's right. Everything happens for a reason.
Hey, ma'am, are you ready to talk about this insane in the membrane ride that you just completed?
Lord, I'm ready.
Well, let's do this before we get started. Let's take a couple minutes to introduce yourself to everybody and tell us a little bit about you. So the floor is yours, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm new. I started riding in, I think it was 2008 or 2009. So I had never been on a motorcycle before by myself. I rode on the back a couple times when I lived in Ohio with on the back with someone 2 times. And how I got a bike, long story short, is this guy I was dating. He said he was at the Honda dealer. And I'm like, Honda dealer? He said, yeah, motorcycle. And I said, well, give me one. I was just playing. Like 4 hours later, the Honda dealer pulled up with his bike. And I'm like, what is that? And they were like, are you Nyessa? And I'm like, yes. And they were like, it's yours. And I'm like, oh my God. And he called me and said, did they deliver that bike? I said, yeah. I was just playing. I do not know how to ride a motorcycle. And he was like, well, you better figure it out. So it sat in my garage for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And he said something about a class. So I did take the class. Never had rode a motorcycle before. Took the class. And it still sat in my garage for about a month. And my cousin called me one day and was like, hey, I got a motorcycle. Come on, let's go. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So her and I actually got on my motorcycle, rode to her house. When I got there, she was like, how'd you get here so fast? And I said, the freeway. She said, you got on the freeway? And she said, oh, you ready. And that's how it all started.
Wow.
Hey, I
just
was
that easy.
ready, and I started riding with Chan, who is now a soul brother. He wasn't a soul brother at the time, but I started
Okay.
riding with him. And they were like, you got to get off that 200 because it was a Honda 200. And I
Right.
went and got another bike. My boss, actually, his wife had a bike and she never rode it. So he sold her bike to me, which was a Honda Shadow. That's how I ended up on the Honda Shadow. And I rode that one until the wheels fell off.
Wow. Wow.
Everybody was saying
Hey,
I needed to get a Harley. So I got a Harley. So I'm here now with a Harley.
it don't take long, does it? It doesn't
No,
take
it didn't
long.
take long. No.
Yeah. I mean, just look at you. You start off on a lie, a lie, and then you made that lie a reality. And then you started off on a small bike, which I suggest most of us do, a small bike till you can get control and understand how to handle it. And now you're on a full bagger and you're going around the country on your motorcycle. Did you ever believe when you started riding it would go this far?
No. No. When I first started riding for the first few years up until 2022, I only went to California, Sacramento, Stockton, like the California area, LA, Vegas, um, California, pretty much California and Vegas is the only place that I ever really went until
Yeah.
2022.
Wow. Wow.
So
What a great.
2022, Houston was my first long distance ride, really. It
Cause
felt
I,
like the Stockton ride.
yeah, because I'm looking at 2022. That wasn't that far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, matter of fact, I'm as you speaking, I'm thinking about 2022. Like, yeah, I was in AZ, and I was in Stockton. How about that? Doing your
Yeah.
thing. Well, hey, well, we gonna talk about it this evening. But first and foremost, let's give thanks to our folks who are coming in and spending some time with us this evening. We got the great K Solo, man. K Solo from Riding with K Solo podcast, doing his thing, man. Y'all know him. He rides a couple miles around the planet or so, man. So he's got a great podcast on there as well, and he talks about long distance motorcycle riding. He brings on a lot of the unsung heroes in our motorcycle riding community today. We got Kane 4L. Shout out to Kane 4L out of Los Angeles, California. Oh, by the way, that great song that you hear, Hurry Up, the theme song for the Iron Elite podcast, is from my man Kane 4L, man. So he's doing his thing. No, that ain't Sarge singing it, but that's Kane 4L. D Bell, y'all know how I feel about the Bells. David and Sonny, man, I'll fight you about the Bells, man. I don't know if I'm always going to win, but I will fight you, man. DJ D Ready, man, y'all know her. She's the operations officer. She takes care of all the behind-the-scenes stuff with the I-10 to the end, as well as the Iron Elite event and Titan Award event in specific. So we got some of our heavy hitters on this day. We're talking to Nunu, man, out of Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to talk about her epic I-10 to the end long distance coast to coast motorcycle ride. And oh, by the way, we're going to get into it because Nunu said when they say coast to coast, that's what they mean, man, coast to coast. So let's start it off like this. So Nunu, here, let's see if we can find a picture. There you go, man. She's styling and profiling, man, looking good, feeling good. So this day, what day was this on, Nunu? What day was this on?
Sunday. That was Sunday. Was the first day of the first Sunday of the month.
Yeah. You looking good. We're looking at the California sun out there because it never rains in Southern California.
Oh, it was nice.
So you out there. So Nunu, so up until this point, where was the farthest? You said the farthest you rode was Northern California from Arizona?
Yep, Northern California before this ride. Well, actually, Houston was the furthest ride before this one.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Atlanta. I went to Atlanta.
Oh, hey, okay. So that's
But it all started in 2022. 2022, I went to Houston. The next year, I went to Atlanta. But Atlanta is the furthest I rode.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it. Let's take it from the top. What inspired you to make this ride, and how did you prepare? And what was some of the things that were going on in your mind when you said, finally, I'm getting ready to take my motorcycle from Santa Monica Pier to Jacksonville, Florida. Take us from the beginning. Take us from the top. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So don't laugh at me, y'all. But what inspired me to make the ride was the patch. I'm like, where y'all get that I-10 to the end patch? I want that patch on my vest. And they was like, that's earned, not given. You got to do coast to coast, Santa Monica Pier to the Jacksonville, Florida. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get that patch. And don't laugh at me because during voting time, I see a lot of y'all with them stickers. So don't laugh at me for wanting the patch because I see a lot of y'all go vote and y'all proudly wear them little stickers. So y'all be doing stuff for stickers too.
Facts. That's the only reason I voted for a president, because I wanted a sticker. Yeah, so you wanted a patch, which I don't blame you, because it's not just a patch. It's your no, let me put it this way. I'll say this, and you correct me if I'm wrong. When you put on your vest, when you put on your cut represent. It's kind of like your resume. It's what you've done, what you've accomplished in some cases. It's your club or your organization, and it's something that you're proud of. Is that fair?
That's fair. That is absolutely right, because I dedicated one whole side of my vest to accomplishments.
That's right. So you accomplished this patch because you wanted it. Nobody was going to deny you. Oh yeah, by the way, I see Country tapping in from the highway, man. That's how ground pounders get out, man. They always out there getting it in, man. So shout out to my man, Country from Down to Pound. Country's the national Sergeant on from Down to Pound MC. Am I correct?
He actually moved up to president for the Phoenix chapter.
Okay, that's what's happening. Man, I got a chance to hang out with some Down to Pound. Matter of fact, got a chance to hang out with BJ, man. Me and him and a bunch of other guys went out to breakfast in Stockton, man, in June. Was a great time. But that ain't what we on here for. We ain't gonna do that to Nunu. So Nunu, so you wanted to get that patch. You'd already locked in your mind. So how did you prepare? What were some of the things you did? Because on this ride, I don't know if you went to Atlanta by yourself, but on this ride, you definitely was gonna be solo dolo. So what were some things that you knew you had to get ready to do to make this solo ride?
Okay, so first and foremost, um, the day before and the day of, I don't eat heavy. So pretty much I'm just, and during the whole ride, I just eat like fruit. I don't eat heavy meals. I hydrate. I drink a lot of water before the ride. And I pretty much prepare myself, make sure I have everything that I need, like as far as my long johns for the heat, regardless of what the weather is, whether it's cold or hot, I always got long johns on because it protects my skin. To me, it protects me from the sun rays, because I've noticed that I did notice that when I did the I-10 to the end and I rode to Atlanta from Jacksonville, I didn't put my long johns on thinking that, okay, it's only a 5-hour ride, I don't need them. And oh my God, my thighs was on fire. So wearing the proper gear, my long johns, my boots, long sleeve shirts. I did forget my wristbands. So I did get burnt.
Now,
I had my long sleeve shirt on.
hey, now I'm laughing with you. I ain't laughing at you because it happened to me too.
So I
Yeah.
didn't forget my long sleeve shirts, but I did forget the wristbands,
Mm,
which keeps my shirt down. So the wind
yeah.
kept blowing my shirt up, and that's how
Yeah,
I got
that's
burnt.
right. You got to buy them sleeves from Cycle Gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Actually, Country had the sleeves, and I meant to take them,
yeah.
and there was two things I forgot: them sleeves and my fan.
Ooh,
And I always had my Camelback with me,
yeah.
which was a good thing that I had that with me, because when I broke down on the side of the road, I was on the side of the road for about 2 hours or more, a little more than 2 hours,
Oh, we
and
gonna
it
get
was
there.
hot.
Hey, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna
Yeah,
get
so
there.
having all of everything that I need before I get on the road, make sure I'm hydrated, making sure I'm not too full to where I'm sluggish and sleepy, making sure I have the right gear on, and pretty much that's it.
Okay, okay. Let's see. What they were actually long johns or base layer? What material?
I actually just I have any long johns that work for me. I have the cotton ones that I bought for the winter time. I can even put leggings on up under it, as long as
Yeah,
it's an extra layer up under
yeah.
the pants that I wear.
That's true. Okay.
It helps me with the sun. And,
Yeah.
regardless of how hot it is, I always have on long sleeve shirts. That all helps me.
Matter of fact, saying okay, so I hadn't done. I cheat, man. I do I-10 to the end every year. I've done I-10 to the end 6 years in a row. But normally after I think 2020 was the only time until the end that I've done I-10 to the end of the summer. Normally I go in the spring or in the fall. And I'm not gonna lie to you, June, July, going across that 10 is hot. Well, you from Arizona, you used to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's hot. It's hotter than the devil's underwear in Arizona. So, I'm just telling you. So I know you rock down there where it's hotter than fire. But on this ride, what did you wear, and how did you deal with knowing that you were going to make this long 2,400 mile plus ride across the country? What clothes did you wear to protect yourself, and how did you deal with protecting yourself from the heat and the elements?
So I always wear my riding boots when I ride long distance.
Mm-hmm.
Ankle length, ankle height boots. I also always wear a long sleeve shirt. Um, most of the time it's either just a dry fit shirt, and then I do put a shirt on over it just in case, like when I left Arizona, when I got out of the state of New Mexico, it did get kind of cold in pockets of the area.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have a little t-shirt over me. I always have on my leather vests. and I just always wear jeans with my long johns,
Okay. Okay.
and I always got that camelback on the back of me.
I
Always.
saw you. I saw you rocking the Camelback. You didn't play no games with the Camelback,
No,
and
no.
I'm glad to hear it, because if you're not wearing a Camelback during this time of year, and you tell me if I'm wrong, we got people that like to do tank to tank, because some of them some gangsters, some of them like to do 150 miles. But when you're dealing out there in that heat, you're talking, if you're going tank to tank, or even some cases 150 miles to the next fill up, that's 2 hours that you got to sit
Yeah,
out there in that sun and hot air without getting hydration. So I think a camel pack or some type of sippy cup is the most ideal thing to have, unless you plan on stopping for gas station stops even more often than every couple hours. What is your opinion on that?
absolutely. And most of my stops was between 110 to 150 miles. And
Okay.
it was definitely hot. And without that camelback, and I can tell you now, at every other gas stop, I had to go in there and refill it up with ice.
Yeah. Yeah. And you rock, for those that don't know, what kind of bike do you ride?
2006 Harley Davidson Street Glide.
Okay, so you an old school rider. You just rough and tough.
And never again.
Yeah.
That's my first bike. So that's the only
Hey.
reason why I'm on this 2006. And Country
Yeah.
always, he just keeps telling me, you need to go and get another bike. Just go and get a new bike. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not about to get no new bike. My 2006 only had 6,000 miles on it when I got it.
Yeah.
I got it for a good amount of money. It was real cheap, $7,000.
Right.
Right
Right.
now,
Right.
it almost got 50,000 miles on it. I bought it in 2022. Hey, I'm gonna ride that bike until the wheels fall off, but I ain't gonna do that I-10 to the end
Yeah. Hey, don't
again
believe
on
don't
that
believe her.
bike.
Hey, don't believe her, folks. She too cheap. She ain't want no bike notes. She owned her bike outright. She wasn't playing. But it was a tough motorcycle. It was a tough motorcycle. You had very little problems out there. Am I correct?
Correct, and that's also
Yeah.
that's another thing that I like to tell people. When you get on the road, besides preparing yourself, make sure your bike is also road ready.
Yeah.
Like Country always make sure. I mean, every time I go, pretty much every time I go across state lines, I come back, he be like, you need to you need to get some new tires. You need to get a
Yeah.
3-hole oil change. I'm like, dude, I just got tires.
Yeah. Yeah. That thing, man, I'm telling you what, you rolled up with it. It was tough as nails. You can tell that it was in good shape, because I watched you ride, and I know what you went through, and I knew the temperatures and the weather and the conditions that you went through, especially with an '06 bike. If you're not big time on the maintenance, that's a recipe for disaster. Is that
Yeah.
fair? That is a
Yes.
recipe. That is a recipe for disaster. So shout out. You call her Mojo, right? What's Mojo, right?
Mojo.
Mojo, man. So what was the story behind Mojo?
So when I started riding in 2008 or 2009, I rode a couple bikes and then I stopped riding. Well, I didn't stop riding. I just started riding someone's Softail, and I actually rode that Softail, but I didn't ride it like out of state. I just rode it around in the city doing little things. So there was a time period of probably 2 years where I did it, 2 or 3 years where I didn't ride out of state. So when I got my Harley, I said I was gonna call it Mojo because I got my mojo back.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what you see what David Bell said, right? Take a test ride on anything 2014 and up, and you want another bike. Frame, engine, everything changed for the better.
Hey,
I'm t-
that's what Country did tell me that. He
hey,
said, if you ever test drive another bike, you gonna
oh,
kick
it's over.
that street glide to the
It's over.
curb.
It's over. You're gonna find you like, ooh, so that's what I've been missing. Oh, this real
Right, because I
nice.
don't have no cruise control. I don't have
Yeah.
ABS brakes. My
Mm,
seat is uncomfortable.
mm.
And I thought it was all cool. Like when I rode to Atlanta,
God bless you.
I was cool. My butt hurted a little,
Mm.
and my hands, the reason why this wrist is so messed up and this one ain't that messed up, because I had to hold my clutch, my throttle. I couldn't let it go because I don't have cruise control. So I couldn't
God
reach
bless
over
you.
and keep pulling my sleeve down.
Yeah.
That's why that arm is just burnt up.
Hey, you tough as
But
nails. I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at it. I said, okay. I said, if she ever get on a road glide, a newer road glide or a road glide limited, you gonna be like, oh, this what y'all be doing. Cause
right.
I be chilling suspension, ABS brakes, traction control. What's the ugly seat everybody pick at me for? My hammock seat.
Heated grips.
Oh, heated grips. hey, hey,
Hey, I know about it all, but
yeah,
I ain't experienced it.
yeah. Hey, well, it's coming. It's coming. Because you say you're not gonna make another trip across the country unless you get another bike. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, but you're gonna keep
I
Mojo,
won't do
right?
that again.
But you're gonna keep
But I
Mojo,
do
right?
want to do the 48 states, but I ain't gonna do it on that '06.
Oh no, no.
No,
Get you,
no.
yeah, no, get you another one. Get you another one. If you're gonna go through the 48 states, get you a bike that you're gonna be super comfortable on, so you can really
I
be
am.
smiling. Yeah, you do that on that bad boy. You do it on Mojo and do the 48 states. You can be mad when you get home.
Oh, I was mad when I
Yeah,
got home on the
yeah,
'06.
yeah. I see Ride with Wrenching. Ride and Wrenching said use a rubber band bracelet to keep your sleeves down. All she had to do, bro, all she had to do is go to Psycho Gear and spend a whole hot $15 on some sleeves, man. We've been done. I'm picking at you, sis, because I did it too. Now mine are finally healing up. But boy, baby, I look just on the wrist, I look like an African. I look like I'm
Man,
from the Congo, man. So hey, so y'all know what it is, man. For everybody that's coming on, everybody's chiming in. If you guys would be so kind to reach up, man, hit the like button so we can get the algorithms kicking, so we can get things moving. And on Facebook, as I promise you, we're getting ready to go, man. We need y'all to move over to YouTube, Sarge. Life and Motorcycling, man, is scrolling across the bottom. So I'm going to give you guys about 15 seconds to join us on Sarge Life and Motorcycling. And when you come on, man, shoot Nunu a comment, man. Tell her how proud you are of her and how she's rocking with her, because she's family now, man. So shout out to her, man, doing her thing, man. So Nunu, okay, see, we're going to change her whole life, Sarge, when I take her to test. Yeah, facts. Facts, my brother. Hey, she gonna take Mojo and throw it all the way in the closet. Be
right,
through with it.
right.
Hey man, she ain't playing no games with it. But she's part of the club, man. We got all the heavy hitters coming on day. Logic, man, what's happening, man? We keep it logical, man. He's on. We're rocking and rolling. I'm waiting on all my family to get on. Man, if y'all love Nunu, y'all love what we're doing, y'all love long distance motorcycle riding, y'all let her know how proud we are, because she's rider number what? What do you know, Nunu?
339.
339 in the building. Where my
Call
Don
me
DeMarco?
339.
We get this Don DeMarco in. So Noodle, okay, so we know how we dressed and we prepared. We knew what we were dealing with the weather. The bike has excellent maintenance on it. You're rocking and rolling now. And it's your time to shine. It's your time to stunt. Now I ain't gonna even lie to you. Now getting from Arizona to Santa Monica Pier, yeah, right over. Yeah, that's just what you do. And
Right, right.
then you got back to AC. Okay, you're good. But now when it's time to go completely right and don't stop until you almost see the Atlantic Ocean, was there ever a time that you were like, I don't know about all this? Or did you say, yeah, I'm ready, I'm built for this? What was the
Yeah.
feeling the first day, not going to Santa Monica Pier and going back to Arizona, but the first day leaving the AZ, heading to Jacksonville? What was the feelings? Any nervousness? Any energy going on? I don't know about this. How did you feel?
I actually felt good. So I was actually supposed to do the I-10 to the end during D2P's Houston annual, and I didn't feel right. So I ended up, I kept telling Country, I'm going, I'm not going, I'm going, I'm not going. I probably told him I was going and not going probably about 4 or 5 times. And then I decided I'm not going because I just didn't feel right. And I'm actually glad I didn't go because on the way back, one of his club brothers that was with him went down. I would have been behind him and I probably would have been traumatized. He was actually supposed to do the I-10 with me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I decided not to do it then. And then out of nowhere, literally on a Saturday, the Saturday before I went to the Santa Monica Pier, I woke up and I told Country, I said, I'm going to do the I-10 to the end. And I said, so tomorrow I'm going to the Santa Monica Pier and back. I felt good. I felt like, I hadn't been on my bike in a minute, long distance. I don't mind, like, actually, I do mind. I don't, when I get on my bike, they be like, oh, you want to go? We going to the clubhouse. We going in here. I really don't want to get on my bike and go to the clubhouse. I really don't want to get on my bike and just go somewhere in the inner city. If we ain't going long distance, I'm like, I'll get in the car. I'll meet y'all there. I'm not about to do all that mounting up and all that preparation for a 15-minute ride. So I was excited. I was ready. And I felt good. I got up, got to my first gas stop. The hardest thing for me was remembering to post because I'm not a social media person.
Yeah. Well, since she said it, I ain't gonna say it.
And that was the hardest thing for me. I kept getting to the gas stop saying, I get to the gas stop, fill my bike up, get on it, get off, go down the street and think to myself, forgot the post.
Yeah.
Even when it was pouring down raining, I was sitting there like, I gotta get on this bike in this rain. And I was thinking, take your phone out. And I didn't take it out. I just got on the bike, tally ho. But yeah, I'm not a social media person. I got Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all of that, but I'm never on there. If y'all look at my page, I'm never.
But in your defense, you were focused. You were focused. It was a couple times.
Yeah, I was focused.
It was a couple times I reached out to you, but then I saw what you were doing. I saw you were getting down, and I said, she's focused, man. You got to give her some time to get into her groove, your groove, to ride your ride. And I said it was going to come. And it did come towards the end. Now, you got in the groove after a while.
Oh, yeah.
But the first while, you which I expected you to be. You were laser focused. I saw a couple of times where you were starting off, you were leaving dark 30, and then you were at the gas station a few times, and you were kind of telling me what was going on. So I knew you were on a mission. So, it was all good. But I knew you, I don't know if you were out to prove something, but you seemed like you were laser focused. Am I wrong?
I know I was focused. I think, and I was so excited. I was just so excited to do it that it was almost like I couldn't even go to sleep because I went from, like I said, to the Santa Monica Pier, back to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix to Houston. When I got to my best friend's house in Houston, I could not sleep. I could not go to sleep. I literally laid there for 5 hours.
I remember that.
With my eyes closed. Yeah. A couple times I picked my phone up and just start messing around on the internet, scrolling or whatever.
Yeah.
I could not sleep. Finally, about 3 o'clock, I said, I can't sleep. My friend was like, I thought you wasn't leaving until 5. I said, I can't sleep. Yeah. I was just so hyped.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so everybody that's on with us this evening, man, we're on with the great Nunu, man. Did her thing, I-10 to the end. Rider number 339. I see you guys are on. I see everybody's giving great comments. They're congratulating Nunu. But if you guys also could reach up, man, hit the like button, man. Let's get things popping. Let's get things moving. And I'm going to go ahead and move us off Facebook now, right now. So Facebook, move over to the Sarge Life and Motorcycle, the YouTube. tab, and we're gonna go ahead and shut Facebook down. Here we go. Give me 1 second, and we're done, man. We're just on YouTube. So again, excuse me, Nunu. Let's talk about, okay, again, now the party is beginning. You're now leaving Phoenix, Arizona, and you going to Houston. Ain't nothing out there, man. Ain't nothing out there until you get to San Antonio.
Yeah.
So what was the point? Because Houston, I think your first leg leaving Phoenix was Phoenix to Houston. Am I correct?
Yes.
What are you thinking? That's a long ways. That's over what? That's over a thou wow?
Yep.
I think that's
a
over
little
a
over
thou
1,000.
wow.
Yep.
So talk me through that thou wow leaving home for the second time. Feeling the energy, any issues, things that we need to know. Because everybody can't be doing no thou wow. I'm telling you that. Everybody can't. We talk stuff, but everybody cannot do a thou wow in 24 hours. Some of y'all can barely do 400. So let's talk about that first thou wow.
Okay, so when I left Arizona, I was feeling good, but as soon as I got close to the border, I hit traffic. But it was like probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, or a little past 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was kind of frustrated, but it didn't last for long. And I just said there, I just said to myself, are you kidding me? Like, I know I'm not about to have this kind of ride. I expected to kick my feet up and just relax and think. That's what I do on the road. I just think about stuff that I have going on, stuff that I'm trying to accomplish. I left Arizona, hit that little traffic. Like I said, I hit a cold patch going through New Mexico. I can't see at night, so leaving at midnight, my brain kind of was on, I know the sun is coming up, so I'm going to be good. But normally, like, I couldn't have left at 9 o'clock at night, because that's just too much waiting for the sun to come up. But leaving after midnight, I was thinking to myself the whole time, okay, the sun is coming up, so I'm going to be good, because I cannot see at night. But through New Mexico, and there's lighting, so I didn't have like a lot of problems going through New Mexico. But I'm telling you, once I hit that San Antonio, oh Lord, no, it wasn't San Antonio. It was somewhere I hit, and it was a lot of traffic. But it was by then I was damn near to Houston.
Well, really,
I'm trying to think.
San Antonio and Houston really is the traffic. Maybe was it?
I think that's what it was, because by then it was dark outside.
Yeah, I guess you can hit some traffic going. She got a few arm butts on her belt. You dang right she did. D Bell said you did 1,200. I need to Google that. I used to know that, but San Antonio to Houston, that ain't no joke. That is a big time. That is a big time ride.
Hey, I always tell people that ride your own ride and keep your head on the swivel.
Facts. Because
I don't mind. I'd rather ride in the heat than the cold. I'd rather be hot and have my camel pack on filled with ice. And if I feel hot, just sip some water or whatever. But when you cold, it ain't nothing you can do.
No, you can miss me with all that.
I don't. I'd rather ride with
ma'am. You can. No, ma'am. I'm gonna put the heated gear on. I'm gonna base let. You can miss me with all that. I just the heat just yeah. Anyway, hey, but most women, they can deal with the heat better than us men. I just, man, if you don't miss me with that damn heat, I'm just saying. But also, as you were talking about, you left Phoenix at midnight. So, to my recollection, leaving Phoenix at any time when it's dark, you can't really see nothing. It's out there, because once you get out to the desert and you leaving and you getting out there, and what we're gonna name a couple cities like, in between Phoenix and Tucson. There's not a
Tucson,
whole lot
yeah,
going on. And then,
yeah.
maybe rolling into Benson, there's not a whole lot going on there. And then you hitting Lordsburg, there's still not a lot going on. And I'm curious because I'm gonna keep it 100. Now we've had a few riders here lately have had some mishaps at dark. We've actually had one who hit a deer, but he's good now. He's doing his things. He's convalescing. Shout out to Highway Man from Kings of Cali doing his thing, man. Talked to him not too long ago, a few days ago, but he's doing great. But the wildlife be kicking in the desert at night in the summertime.
So one thing I can say about the deer, I know when I left Jacksonville, country said, watch out for the wildlife. And on the way, I had seen deer on the side of the road. And he said, it's not deer season, so you probably won't see like a lot. But I'm here to tell you, when you see the dead deer on the side of the road, you smell it first. That's them deer that's been there for a while. But I
Straight
ran across
roadkill.
a whole lot of deer that did not smell, which means somebody just freshly hit them.
Hit them, yep.
And I'm like, I ain't encountered any deer. Last year when I went to Georgia, I did. I seen them on the side of the road, just eating grass, and I was just like, oh Lord. But this ride, I did not encounter any live deer.
Well, good. Like I said, it's just a dangerous proposition. You got to keep it, like you said, you got to keep your head on a swivel. And
Yeah,
let's be honest, when we're rocking coast to coast, there's a lot of times that we're gonna have to hit some dark hours to make up time to get where we need to get. Because we only got so much PTO. We can only take so much time off. We can only be away from home so many times, and those hotel bills be hitting after a while.
right.
So we have to make calculated decisions on our strategy from riding. And I notice your strategy, you say you don't do all night. You will give yourself a hot 5.5 hours of riding at dark, and then after that you need daylight. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I always time it to wherever I'm stopping at, I have enough time to get adequate amount of sleep that I need, because I only need 4 hours of sleep, and I'm good.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah. So the unfortunate part was I was just so hyped and amped up that everywhere I went, I couldn't sleep. Well, when I went to Houston, I couldn't sleep. By the time I got to Jacksonville, because I hadn't slept in 2 days, almost 2 days, I actually got some good sleep. Yeah, so in Jacksonville, I did get some good sleep.
Really?
Yeah, shout out to Teflon for
Man, your exam.
letting me crash at his pad.
You and Doc J, I don't understand what y'all call good sleep. Y'all be thinking what 5 hours is good sleep?
Good sleep is 4 or 5 hours is good sleep.
Oh my God. Hey, if
Hey,
for any
I
no,
can go out. I can go out and come home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still up at 5.
yo, okay. Your boy can't do it. Your boy can't do it. I'm gonna fall asleep standing up, sitting in the corner. It don't matter what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. So the first day we rock out with 1,200 miles from Phoenix, and I'm saying the first day, that's relative, y'all. At this point, because she lives on the 10, so she had to rock it out to Santa Monica, then go from Santa Monica back to the crib. So Santa Monica to your house is what? 8 hours, a little less than 8 hours. It's probably like 6.
It was like almost 400 miles. So
Okay, so 8 hours.
one way and
No.
400 miles back.
Okay, so
Yeah,
6 hours. I'm gonna say 6 hours. Is that
yeah.
okay? So, and then we come back, and then Now we do that. So we'll say for math's sake, maybe 14 hours round trip to get back to Arizona. But then
Yep.
you knock it off and you do 1,200 from Phoenix to Houston, and you leave at midnight. Am I correct?
Yes.
And you're losing hours because you're heading east.
Yes.
So you lose what, 2 hours?
1 hour. I thought it was 1 hour. Was it one? Is it 2 hours or 1 hour?
You lost. I think you lost 2.
Okay.
Because then when you get to Houston, you're on Central Time. So Central
Okay.
Time is 1 hour away from us in the east.
Okay. Yes, you're
So
right.
you-
You're right.
so-
Because I
so-
got to Houston at 8:45.
Yeah. So you're losing time, and you're rocking out at midnight. So what approximately when did you make it to Houston? You know,
At 8:45 p.m.
that night.
hmm
So you had a heck of a day, and a heck of a night too. And then
But I
you
had
get-
some good sleep the day before.
All right.
4
When you
hours.
needed it, we never mind.
That
Hey,
4
y'all
hours.
don't do what Nunu, but hey, man, that work for her. That don't work for all y'all. Some of y'all gonna be taking naps in the ditch if you do that mess. So, hey, I'm gonna just say for most of my riders, man, the majority of my riders probably need to get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours sleep, especially if you're busting out hour. I'm just gonna say that, man. Some might need more, some might need less. Know where you sit at. Know where your personal health at. Noodles in,
Hey, yep.
hey, Noodles in good shape, man. Don't hey, some of y'all old fat dudes, don't try that. Don't bring your CPAP machine. Bring your sleeping pills, everything you know. Let's see, my doctor told me I better stop that 5 or 6 hour sleep. Hey, shout out to Logic, man. I'm telling you, hey, for old fat guys, don't be doing that, homie. Don't be doing that. You'll be taking a nap in the ditch somewhere. So understand where you sit at. So okay. So no, we get to Houston. Let's take it from Houston. So we get to Houston, we bed down, we rest, and then you're amped up and you're hyped up. You got to get back on the road. From Houston, what do we do from Houston? What was our next leg, and what do we do?
Houston to Jacksonville.
Watch out there now.
Day
How
number
about-
3.
Yeah, that's close to 900. Depends on where you're in Houston. That's close to 900. How was the weather looking for you? How was the conditions? It's a different heat now that you're in Houston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
It
were
was
the
humid.
conditions there?
Yeah.
Very
The heat went from Arizona heat. I always describe it. Turn your oven on 400, open the door. That's Arizona heat.
I
Throw a
describe
couple
it hotter
water
than
in
the devil.
there.
It's hotter than
Yeah.
the devil's underwear in
Hotter than the
Arizona.
devil's underwear. That's
Facts.
that's
Facts.
and now you throw a cup of water in there. That's the Houston heat.
Yeah.
That's
The
that.
Houston
That's
heat.
that.
Houston heat is like getting baptized in boiling water.
Yeah, yeah,
Not lukewarm water, but boiling water is Houston heat.
yeah.
Wow. How did
So
you
it was
find
hot. It was cool because I left at 5 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't a lot of traffic, and that's the reason why I wanted to leave early so I didn't hit that rush hour traffic in the morning. It was all cool. The traffic was cool. The weather, like I said, I don't mind the heat. It was a little humid, but another thing, I always keep my face mask down. I know I see a lot of people riding with their face mask up. To me, with my face mask up riding and it's hot outside, it's like,
like a blowtorch?
yeah, somebody's blowing a blow dryer in my face. So I always keep my face mask down.
Yeah.
And to me, it's a little cooler. To me.
Yeah. Because that hot air is just rushing in. It's just it's like somebody's got a hair dryer on you.
Yeah.
You know, it's the illusion. Now, it's the illusion that you're getting cool air, but it ain't no cool air. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But I think that was I really like that ride from Houston to Jacksonville.
Mhm.
I like the bridges that you go over
Yeah.
when you're leaving
New Orleans,
Louisiana
Mobile,
to Mississippi, and then Mississippi to I like those
Yeah.
bridges that you go
to
over.
Santa Rosa County coming in through the Panhandle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. Yeah.
I did get a lot of rain in Louisiana, and oh my God, those streets, those roads in Louisiana, they were so bad. And I'm glad
Yeah.
that by the time I got to Louisiana, the sun was up because there was so many potholes.
Mm-hmm.
I could just imagine if it was nighttime, I probably would have torn my bike up.
See, y'all spoil over there in Phoenix. Y'all got nice roads,
Yeah,
wide highways,
compared
man.
to
Man, shout out to Arizona, man. Arizona especially as you move it into Phoenix, things are really, really nice. You guys are
yeah,
spoiled. Louisiana say we got something for you.
yeah, they had some for me, all
There's a
right.
lot of potholes. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
we had a couple riders in June went down because of road construction for uneven wear on the roads. So you're
yep,
right. Riding through there at night is a very, very dangerous proposition. You got to be very careful.
yes,
Yeah. Do you use any
yes.
type of additional auxiliary lights on your bike, or you stock?
Country did take he took the stock light off of my bike and put this big old high beam light on my bike.
That's what's up.
And he also changed out the small lights too.
Okay. So you
So
had
I didn't
plenty.
have a problem seeing at all. It's just that it started raining really, really, really bad. And for me, I'm only gonna speak for me. In the rain, I already can't see because it was nighttime. I literally had to follow behind a car doing 70 because I couldn't see.
Had to get you a
And I was
rabbit.
hoping this car
Chase the
didn't get off
rabbit.
the I was hoping this car didn't get off the freeway because that was I had semi trucks and other cars pulling over, and my personal experience on a bike is better to just my personal experience is better to just stay on the road and haul out than to pull over on the side and get rained on and drenched.
Yeah. You gotta get out of it. I think you do. You just gotta get out of it because sitting on the side of the highway is sometimes can be even more dangerous. Depends on what the situation is. I suggest if it's really, really bad and you just can't deal with it, find the quickest exit and get off. But you got to get off the
Yeah,
highway.
I could deal with it as long as there was a car in front of me because I'm following lights. But if that car wasn't in front of me, I wouldn't have been able to ride through that rain because I couldn't see.
Yeah. D. Bell says, I understand I can do nights or rain, but rain at night sucks. Man,
Yeah,
I
yeah, he's
saw
right.
yeah, he's absolutely right. But D. Bell, don't believe him. Don't believe him, Nuno. D. Bell, D.
I'll
Bell
make
got a
you.
light. D. Bell got a light up set up for you like it's nobody's business. He's got those Denali fog lights. He's got a different type of. He's got about 3 or 4 different units on his bike, and I don't think D. Bell has also got the stock headlight. I saw Joe Fan. Shout out to Joe Fan. Joe Fan met me at the job 2 days ago. He's getting ready to start his 48 states. He started it 2 days ago. Shout out to Joe Fan. He's actually is in Maine right now. But he showed me them lights D Bell put on his bike. I said, oh my God. You could have seen D Bell motorcycle from the space shuttle or the International Space Station. That's how bright his lights were. And I'm just gonna say this, when you got lights like that, it brings in confidence because for people like me, maybe like you, Nunu, we say we can't see so hot at night. Man, that's the best thing to have. Or you
It
probably
could be the
need to.
worst thing to have if he behind me.
Oh yeah. Oh, he did it to me. I think we were leaving a ride to eat. I think it was last year. Me, him, and Sonny was leaving ride to eat. We were coming from Baton Rouge, heading back to Florida, and they were heading back down to South Florida. And they say, "Hey, Sarge, you can go ahead and lead." And I'm like, "Huh?" It was dark as a trillion midnights out there, and they got all the lights behind me. And I'm thinking, this don't make no sense, man. They got all the lights. I ain't got no lights. Next gas station stop. I was like, "Yo, bro, I need you to be in front." Because
Right,
you follow me, we might be in the woods somewhere
right,
around looking
right.
at stuff. Okay, so you know there were some you know, night is night, but you had to do night for this 900-mile run. Is that fair?
Yes.
Rain got pretty bad as you got, closer to the panhandle. Am I correct? Like,
Yep.
because this is for those that don't know, and Nunu can tell you, summertime is going to rain every stinking day on the panhandle.
Man.
Once you get east of Houston, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and dang show Florida, it's going to rain every day. Just stand by. Shout out to Doc J with all that. Shout out to Doc J with all that complaining. It rain every day. Well, Doc, that's why we got swamps, Doc. What you think we got them Everglades from? It rains every stinking day. But you did your thing. So what kind of, do you use a specific type of rain gear?
No, I can't even tell you the name of the rain gear. I got some rain gear from Psycho Gear, and I had just the jacket and the pants. I had the boots that you put on over your shoes, but I didn't use them this time. I only used the jacket and the pants, and it worked well for me. You know, my clothes wasn't soaking wet. I can't tell you what kind of rain gear it is, but I definitely use rain gear. Only because I don't want my clothes soaking wet.
Well, yeah, you need rain gear. You need rain gear. You just protection. I don't suggest nobody be rock and roll across the country without rain gear.
Nah.
Yeah, that just ain't cool. You riding around looking like Snoopy.
Right,
Jeans
exactly.
get wet and those type of things. So, okay, so we cracked the panhandle. I saw you take the picture at the Florida sign. Oh, you were pimping then. You were just
yeah.
profile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the time I got to Florida, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Did you realize you had to go another 5 more hours?
no, I didn't.
Most people
I'm
most people that crack that line, they think it's over. No, ma'am.
Man. Hey, and when I left Tallahassee, I ran into a lot of rain as well. Yeah, so
And you were back there about because you told me that lie. You thought you were gonna be in Jacksonville an hour and a half. I looked down. I said, I don't know what she thinking. I went along with it at first because I didn't want to kill your motivation. I'm like,
hey, that killed me.
Yeah, because you
That
was
killed me.
excited. Because you was excited. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna say that because she'll figure this thing out the hard way. What were you
Hey,
thinking? Because it's dark back there and it's raining. And ain't
Man,
nobody there but
that
the
killed me
woods.
right there. I was pissed.
Mm.
I ain't even gonna lie, because I looked at my GPS, and I think it was my last gas stop is the reason why I thought that I was gonna be there at that time. I didn't realize that I had one more gas stop, which was another 150 miles.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me?
Hey, I don't know if you picked up me. I kind of hesitated when you told me. I'm like, first I was like, nah. I was like, no, Chris, shut up. You don't want to. You don't want to get mad. I was like, nah. You got 3 hours
Hey,
to go.
I even called him after you said, no, you ain't gonna get there at that time.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? I called him like, what is up with the gas stops?
yeah.
You know, because he do all my gas stops. He's my weatherman.
Yeah.
He's my
Yeah. He's the pit crew. Yeah.
hey. I had some people. I ran into some people because we had went to a couple of bike functions, and people, see me on Facebook. They were like, "Man, you doing the I-10 to the end by yourself?" And they like, "Where your man at?" And I'm like, he at home. And they're like, "He let you go by yourself?" I'm like, he actually with me. He do my gas stops. He do
He
my
was on. Yeah, he was
my
on your shoulder.
weatherman.
Yeah.
He tell me when you at the next gas stop, put your rain gear on.
Yeah.
He do everything. He right there, right in my back pocket.
Yeah, he was on your shoulder. So let me do this. Okay, so we take the final gas stop. We find out we riding 3 hours plus instead of an hour and a half plus.
Yeah.
You get into Jacksonville. Take me through that experience. What did that feel like?
So when I finally got into Jacksonville and I hit that corner, coming off the freeway, it was like a big sigh of relief. It was like, you did that. Like I did that.
You sure did.
Hey, I was so excited because like I said, up until that point, I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep up until that point.
Yeah. So at that point, you'd probably been up 16, 17 hours.
Oh, more than that.
No, you were like,
Because
yeah, more
I
than
didn't
that.
sleep the night before.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
up over 24 hours.
Yeah. This is her, folks. That night, this is at probably midnight or a little bit before midnight.
Yeah,
That
about
she's
11:30.
she's here. And notice the smile, folks. She's still happy. She's still engaged. She still had the energy. I don't know how the heck you do it. There's Teflon behind you. And we out here at a shady gas station at midnight. Is that fair? We out here. Well, the gas station ain't shady. We know the man. She's a sweetheart. But the neighborhood yeah, he's got some issues. Is that fair? It's got some issues out there. But we out there. She made it. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. So you said at this point you're feeling, you say what? Feeling
Hey,
tired,
I was
excited?
I was feeling good. I was excited. I was happy that I did it and I didn't run into any problems. And I was just super excited. I was super geeked.
Well, this is
So
where
at
we at
that
now.
time,
Yeah. No, well, this is where we at now. So you geeked and what you saying like, damn, I'm glad that's over. Or I did it. Or I'm a bad mofo.
I was
Did
just
you say
like,
cuss words? Did you say any cuss words?
no, I didn't say any cuss words.
You said
I
any cuss
did
words?
say, I was just excited that
Yeah.
at that time I was like, okay, it's over. And now I'm ready to party.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, check this out, family. This is what we did for her when she got to the gas station. Here it is. Yeah, man. Man. So
Just call me 339.
just 3:39, and then 3:39, she had to get her some sleep. I think she only got about another 5 hours of sleep. But then she said, when we met her the next morning, she said, "No, Sarge, we ain't done yet, Sarge. This is where we really got to be at." And then she doubled down on us. Bam! What? Now she had to flex at the beach, man, Jacksonville Beach. And for most of y'all that don't know, from the end of the I-10 to Jacksonville Beach is probably another approximately 25 miles. Is that fair, Nunu?
Yep.
You still got a ride to go to see the Atlantic Ocean. And I think you went out there, you had to kiss the ocean. Am I right? Let me see if I can find
Yes,
you out here
sir.
kissing the ocean. Let me see where she's at. Yeah, so I'll let you tell us how how this went as you were touching the Jacksonville Beach as I try to tee up that video. Speak to us on that if you don't mind.
Okay, so I was lost actually because my GPS didn't take me. I just put in the destination Jacksonville Beach, and it took me through a couple neighborhoods, and I decided I'm just gonna go east. Just go east. So I kind of redid my navigation, and then when I seen the water, I got excited. I was like, because I wasn't gonna go, and Sarge was like,
When
"You
I
can come
say
all this way."
coast,
And here's the crazy part about it. All you had to do is keep going east. You were gonna hit water. you
Yeah.
had no choice. You were gonna hit water. But
Yeah.
this is her. This is her the next morning, man. She's looking good. She's feeling good. She's flexing. She's out there styling and profiling. I was so proud of you. I was so proud. The wife was like, "Look at her, man. Look at her." I said, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Did you feel 10 feet tall?
Hey, I feel taller than 10 feet, boy.
Yeah, yeah. She's out there showing off, but her and all her friends out there, mostly white friends, beat that time of morning because that was a weekday. Wasn't that a weekday? I think that was a weekday.
That was a Saturday. Yeah, that was
It was a
weekend. That was Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, cause you know, black folk ain't getting up that early to go to the beach, man. We get to the beach around 3, 4 o'clock.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
they be out there early, man, getting it in. So she did her thing, man. 3:39. So Nuno, if you don't mind, let's do this last segment, and we're gonna take it on home. Let's
Okay.
do the good, the bad, the ugly. What do you
Yeah,
want
I
to leave
know.
us with your ride? So we're gonna tee this up, and the floor is yours. Do your thing. Here we go.
Okay. So I did run into some issues. I actually left Jacksonville, went to Atlanta to a bike function that night, got up that next morning, Saturday morning, and went to North Carolina to another bike function, Kings of the South. Um, Sunday morning when I got up to leave to go to, uh, oh, where did I bed down at? Oh, Dallas. When I got up to go to Dallas, I get into Dallas at night, but it wasn't late enough to where I didn't hit a lot of the traffic. So I'm riding the far right hand lane, and normally I ride the center lane at night. But it was almost time for me to get off the bike. I was ready to get off the bike. A truck got into my lane and almost hit me. Bedded down there, I did have some sleep. When I got up the next day to go home from Dallas to Phoenix, I crossed over into New Mexico, and my bike started to wobble. And I've had that wobble before. I'm like, are you kidding me? A flat tire? So I pulled over on the side of the road, patched the tire, but I couldn't get the nail out of it or whatever was in it. It wasn't a nail. I couldn't get whatever was in my tire out. So I took a screwdriver, and which I probably shouldn't have did, lesson learned. I took a screwdriver and start beating at it, pulled it out, plugged the tire, took off, went another 30 miles, start wobbling it again. I got off. I looked, the plug had came out. So I plugged it again. But this time I called AAA because I'm thinking this is the first time I ever plugged the bike by myself. So I didn't know if I had did something wrong. So I got on it again, rode another 50 miles, and it started wobbling again. But I had called AAA the second time, and I told them that I had patched the tire and I was going to try to make it to the Harley dealership. But I didn't realize that it was a Monday and the Harley dealership was closed. So by the time I realized the Harley dealership was closed, I called Country and I said, hey, find a tire shop, any tire shop. I need a back tire. So he found a place that could give me a back tire, but it had a white wall on it. And I was like, at this point, I don't care. I just want any tire so I can make it home. So I get to a gas station, and my clutch went out. I mean, my shift rod broke. So I realized that once I got off the freeway, when I went to shift, my foot just hit the floor, and I looked down, and I'm like, oh, just great. But Country always keeps spare parts in my bike, so I had an extra shift rod. I pulled into the gas station, fixed the shift rod. I couldn't. I couldn't hold the bolt with the right hand, the left hand, and then the nut that goes in between the shift rod. I couldn't tighten it to make sure it was tightened. So I met this guy on a bike. He ended up stopping and was like, "Hey, you know what you're doing?" I was like, "Lightweight." I fixed it. He was like, "Let me make sure it's tight." So he made sure it was tight. Got on my way, did another 50 miles, and I got the wobble again. But I had already told AAA that um, I patched the bike. Let me try to get a little further because I have somebody that's going to sell me a tire. So if I need you guys, I'll call you guys back. The second time, I just said the heck with it. Now it's getting dark outside. I didn't call AAA. And of course, if anybody knows anybody to deal with AAA, let me tell you this. People don't know this, but you don't have to wait on AAA to send you a tow truck. You can actually call any tow company, pay them cash or credit card, whatever, and get reimbursed from AAA.
Mm.
I've done it several times before.
Mm.
So AAA ended up calling me back 2 hours later to tell me that they couldn't find a tow truck driver. Now I'm on the side of the road. Thank God that I had my Camelback because it's hot in New Mexico. The sun is going down. A country found a tow truck company that said that they could be there within 45 minutes. So literally I was on the freeway for almost 3 hours. The tow truck guy got there. He got my bike. By now I'm really frustrated because the shop that was going to sell me the tire is now closed. The plug, obviously, that I plugged twice on the tire that I plugged twice is not working, obviously. I did fix the shifter. So I had him take me to the next gas stop and I called Country and told him, come get me.
Yeah, this is the AAA company that came out to get you, right? That we're looking at right now.
No, that's not AAA. AAA, after 2.5 hours, ended up calling me, telling me that they couldn't find somebody. So this guy, Country ended up finding this guy.
This guy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
he's
I just paid him cash and got reimbursed through AAA. And I will say this too about AAA. Don't wait on AAA. If they can't give you an ETA within a half an hour, you tell them that you're gonna find your own tow truck. I mean your own transportation, and just pay them, and they will reimburse. I think up to $350. But I can say this: they reimbursed within 4 days. In 4 days, I had a check.
Nice, nice. Hey, when you were explaining this, when you were going through the ugly, this is the reality. But I was reading what Country was saying. He said, "My brothers told me when it first went flat, I needed to go get her. I said, nope, she needs to learn how to fend for herself when she's running solo dolo." It's apparent to me as you were explaining what you were doing, as you fixed the shifter rod, as you plugged the tire twice. It tells me how prepared you were ready for this trip. Most, the average, would have melted down and sat on the side of the road for somebody to come rescue you. But you got after it. Like, okay, this is where we're at. I'm going to get after it. Not only you plugged the tire once, you plugged the tire twice. Not only did you deal with a broken shifter rod, you replaced the shifter rod. So you were fighting a good fight. It was just not your day that day because you ran out of daylight, you ran out of time. And see, after the second plug popped out, I knew the tire was toast. I agree. I think me, you, and Country said that. Because I think after I talked to you on the phone, I was like, yeah, no, it's over. It's over. The next move, that tire's going to disintegrate. Yeah, it's going to disintegrate. But I remember thinking when it was going on, your voice was calm. You had a plan. You were deliberate about everything that was going on. And I laugh and I joke on all this other stuff on this, but this is where I give you your flowers. This was the most gangster part of your trip to me. When I saw you get right into action and do what you did, you earned big time respect. So I want to do this. Can I give you a round of applause for that? You are the truth. You are the truth. I really do appreciate that. And you took it like a G. You took it like a G.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. But I thank you for sharing this with us this evening. I thank you for sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. You told us the great part about the ride, and now you just broke down the real ugly part of the ride. These are realities of every biker that's on the highway. Is that correct?
Yes, and that's why I say keep your bike prepared, and as prepared as my bike was, I just put some tires on that bike.
Yeah. New tires don't buy you.
Yeah, you're right.
New tires is about
You're
as good
right.
as the minute they're on your bike. They give you a great
Exactly.
chance, but there's no guarantee. There's no
Yep.
guarantee. Yeah. The wife and I was so proud of you. See DJD ready. She said, No, got a heart. You're a gangster. My wife about girl power.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I love her.
hey, but I said this is a joke, Noodle, before I let you go. This is a joke. Okay, so you were coming in, and country can vouch for this. So you coming in, and you about, I don't know, you about maybe 100 miles out. And that's when I started reaching out to you to figure out, okay, what's the plan of attack? What we're going to do? The wife called me and said, okay, what we're going to do is Nunu coming over. So we started getting things ready for you. And then country hit me back and say, okay, so Nunu's going over to Tef's house. Tef got her taken care of. He's going to meet at the gas station. Okay, cool. So I thought about that. I said, okay, I ain't talked to Tef. Okay, this is what's going on. This is my dog. He's known all around the bike set, all around the world. I'm pretty known a little bit. Last thing we want is somebody to drop the ball on my dog's lady coming to Jacksonville. You don't want that smoke. You don't want it. So instantly I called Tef and I said, Tef, what do you know and what do I need to know? Because, bruh, if anything happened to Nunu, because she coming in at midnight at night, country ain't going to kill us, though. He said, man, I was thinking the same thing. Hey, so we got it out and say, hey, man, look here. We going to get into Jacksonville, and we going to get into the A, and then the A going to take their responsibility because you don't want to be the guy who dropped the ball on country's people. And that's 100, man. He'll tell you that. That's 100. We was on that, man. We weren't going to mess that thing up for nothing. But anyway, Noodle, thank you so much, man, for caring enough to share your ride, to share your experiment with us. Some rider number 339. Ma'am, any last words for us before we let you get back to your life this evening?
Yes, motorcycle world. Please, please, please go and get some life insurance.
Preach.
Please. Because since I've been on the bike set, I can't name someone that didn't pass away on the bike set that did not have a GoFundMe, a car wash, or a fish fry where they're selling dinners. Like life insurance is so cheap. You can get a $50,000 policy, but for about less than $300 a year.
Preach.
So go get some life insurance. It makes no sense that we around here most of you guys are riding on bikes that cost $50,000, $60,000 you got into it. And something happened to you and your family got to do a GoFundMe. Get some life insurance.
She spoke it. She spoke it. Now that we're moving into the fall season, we're going to be doing a lot more chalk talk. Where, again, shout out to Country, man. He came on with us last fall. We talked about insurance. We talked about medical insurance. We talked about life insurance. We had the biker attorney that was on. That's the real, man. That's the unsexy part of this stuff. But if you don't have those things put in place, you're asking for it. Is that true, Nunu? You're asking for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because in 2026, we ain't doing GoFundMe. We ain't doing that crap no more.
Right.
We're gonna get us a policy. We're gonna get us a policy. We're gonna do the right thing. We're gonna do the right thing, man. That's the cool part about motorcycling. Am I right?
Yes. People spend more money on bike nights drinking.
Facts.
You spend more money on drinking than a policy would cost you.
That is. I think a term life policy for 50 grand might cost you a night at Applebee's.
Yep.
And it's not credibly expensive, do the right thing, take care of your house. I always say this, and I know I'm holding you long, Nuno. I apologize, but I
That's
do say
fine.
this: you get your behind up, you thank the Lord for another day, you get to work so you can earn, so you can take care of your family, so you can earn the privilege of motorcycling. Motorcycling can't come first. You have to take care of the responsibilities so you can get out and motorcycle. Motorcycling is a passion. That's what it is, a passion. You have to earn the ability to be able to do that passion. I think
Yeah.
you said it best, Nuno. A country say appreciate you and Teflon did to make sure that she was A1. Man, she did a thing, man. She's a lion with a smile, man. She's infectious. I called country, we're gonna embarrass you. And I congratulate him. And I said, yo, bro, your lady is A number one. She's awesome, man. She's an awesome, awesome woman. I said, bro, don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. He'll tell you. I said, me and the wife, we fell in love with you. We thought it was a great time. We could have talked to you forever and a day here in Jacksonville.
Oh
But we
yeah.
knew and you probably would have kept talking. We would have got your butt.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
no, you better get your butt to Atlanta. Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I can't wait to, God willing, we'll see you guys next year in the AZ. The wife and I will come on out there and have to deal with that Arizona sun. But I'm coming out in spring. I ain't coming out in summertime. So Nuno, 339. Take us out.
339.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Keep it
Well, God,
motorcycling.
keep it motorcycling. God bless you and my brother Country Band. Down the pound, man. I have fun with them guys when I get out of California. So, Nuno, we'll see you later. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you.
Peace. Yes, ma'am.
Peace.
Okay, hey, there you have it, man. Rider 339. Nuno, man, did her thing out of Phoenix, Arizona, man. Did it as like a G, man, on a '06 Street Glide, man. Mojo in blue, man. Did her thing, and she went coast to coast. Let me bring it on. I ain't bringing it on. Let me bring this on, man. Did her thing, and she did it with a smile. She came into Jacksonville some midnight at night on a rainy night, man, with smiles and feeling good, man. She made me excited, man. So thank you to her, man, for having the courage to care enough to share her motorcycle ride with us. And because of people like Nunu, man, we are gonna be better motorcycle riders, man. That's what we do on the Each One Teach One platform, man, is we share our experiences, we share our rides with others to hopefully one day to inspire you to want to make the same ride for yourself. We want to talk about doing it safe. We want to preach about doing it safe. There's a lot of things that comes into being able to make this 5,000 plus mile motorcycle ride. It's not just twist the throttle and get gas. There's a lot of things that comes with it. And if you follow the channel, if you follow what we do on the platform, you will pick up a lot of jewels, a lot of, as my man K Solo say, you will pick up a lot of nuggets, man. Do we know it all? Nope, not at all. Do we know a lot? Yes, we do. And the receipts are our experiences. Do that mean that everything we do is perfect? Absolutely not. You have to continue to do your homework. You have to do your due diligence, and you have to continue to prepare yourself for a trip like this, man. She, broke down 3 times, man. Had to plug a tire twice and had to change a shifter lever once, or shifter rod once. On the highway by herself, some solo dolo. She couldn't call nobody to bail her out. She had to handle what she had to handle in the middle of the desert, man. And I guarantee you, she learned what she learned by being around some of the biggest, the best, the brightest motorcycle riders in our motorcycle community today. So, man, that's it for us this evening, man. Appreciate you guys for spending some time with us. We know you could have been doing anything, rocking anywhere, but you spent some time with us on the Iron Elite Podcast platform, man. So thank you guys so much. And be on the lookout, man. Here's some, I think they're about, let me tell you where Lady M is. She's cracked the California state line, and she's pulling up on Palm Desert, man. So look forward to her here shortly on the Iron Elite group page, man. Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, Iron Elite, home of the Titan Award, to make her post, man, making it into California. She did the 48, no, she did the 4 corners, and then she parlayed that into her I-10 to the end, man. So she's coming in hot, man. She's tired, she's hot, she's sweaty, but she's getting ready to finish up, man. So stand by for her, man. So we're so proud of her. We can't wait to make her post, and stand by for her. I plan on having her on the podcast next Sunday, and we're going to talk about her epic ride, I-10 to the end. If you would like to register for the I-10 to the end, the social experiment ride, the link is in the description, man, of this very here show. Take the time, pop on the link, man. It'll give you all the rules and all the information. It'll probably tell you 99.9% of all the things you need to know to make this ride, man. Everything that pertains to this ride, I-10 to the end. Stand by also for the Titan Award nominations. The names of the nominees for the 2025 are going to be coming out here shortly, and we'll be putting them on all the platforms. So y'all stand by for that. And oh, by the way, the link, man, for the Iron Elite event, we got some stuff for you. 2026 is going to be fire with what we're doing here at the event. The event is the 6th and 7th of February, 2026, here in Jacksonville, Florida, at Adamak Harley-Davidson Bay Metals Boulevard, man. So stand by for that. This year or next year is going to be a blast, bigger, better than ever, man. So y'all stand by for that. And for everybody who's continuously rocking with us on the platform, I appreciate you guys. I couldn't do what I do without you guys, without your love, without your likes, without your comments, without your donations, without your subscribing, without your sharing it with a friend. Thank you guys, and mad love to you guys. We're going to continue to get bigger, better, and stronger as we go along on this podcast. There's going to be some new additions to what we're doing on Sarge Life and Motorcycling. There's going to be Chalk Talk that'll be kicking up here next month. Chalk Talk, and from Chalk Talk, we'll be talking everything from motorcycle maintenance to ESPs to insurance to, and I know how y'all love Nurse Tiffany, man, to come in and tell us men how we ain't doing everything that we supposed to be doing, man, to keep ourselves healthy on a motorcycle. So when Nurse Tiffany come in, man, I get scared because I think the principal coming in, man, she finna put the wood to us, man, but she's doing it out of love because she wants us to ride happy and healthy, man. So we'll have her on. We'll bring some of our most brightest experienced motorcycle riders on to talk Chalk Talk, to tell us everything from the front wheel to the rear wheel on how to be able to negotiate, manipulate, and to successfully make these long distance rides. So with that being said, man, it's time to go. Mama, I'm coming home. The Iron Elite Podcast Show, where we keep it motorcycling. You dig? Peace, good night, and one love.
Hey now, it's your girl Piper, the 2025 Iron Elite Female Titan, and you're now tuned in to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast Show, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion and the Coast to Coast Run, the social experiment, where motorcycling is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You dig? Now like, share, subscribe, and follow for all things motorcycling, and I'll see you on the sled.
What's good, people? This is Reef of the Reef and Gay Solos official ride to E in your 2025 Titan. Coming to you from Sarge's Iron Elite Podcast. I'm gonna need y'all to like, subscribe, and share. And tune in to stay abreast of all the latest Iron Elite news.
Hey, it's your boy Low Key. Y'all know I roll with Big Sarge and the Iron Elite, home of the Titan Award and the Ground Pounder Family Reunion. Each one teach one, you dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, the most hated, coming to you live from the Iron Elite Podcast with my man Big Sarge, where we always keep it motorcycle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
This is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite Podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.